What's happening, beautiful people? My name is Dirty Mike and welcome to the FIFA 15 review. We're looking at the demo. I got gameplay on display. And we're looking at shooting, defense, dribbling, and much, much more. Drop a thumbs up if you enjoy the video. Also, hit me with a comment. What do you want to see in the future? We got the web app on the way, FIFA 15 at the end of the month. A lot of razzle-dazzle on the horizon. And if you need to pick up any codes, and most people do, G2A in the description. Use the code DIRTY, 3% off. Whoop, let's go. Let's kickstart with the positives. And I know a lot of people were being rather critical of the demo, but there's a lot of good to take from this. As you can see, all the highlights, the magic that was being made, and there is a graphics improvement, as you would expect. Next gen title. It's not a drastic change, but it is noticeable. We've also got some upgraded simple animations. When you win the ball, when you take over possession, there's a couple new tackle animations I'm really a big fan of. We're going to see how things go when you're online, if they stay carrying over all smooth, or if they get kind of nasty. Hopefully no glitches, no bugs. Also the shirt grabbing, the bumping into players. I like some of the changes they've made so far based on the demo. We've also got lofted chip through balls. They're a little bit less direct, so they're not going to be lasers down the pitch. You're still going to have some YOLO vision, but it has been reduced since FIFA 14, and that's a big plus side. We also are playing a demo. We don't know how finalized this is going to be. If you guys can recall, in last year's installment, EA dropped the game on the current gen, and then when the next gen came out, there was a lot of changes. Finesse shots were very overpowered. They got reduced, and they just did a lot of things last minute, or they had a new plan. They had updates on deck, basically. I love the counter flow, the build-up play, and I think this game is going to be a lot about quick passing on the floor. And the through ball system, woo! They made some good improvements. Dribbling, pace control, skill moves, everything looks good. Can't complain. I think the touches are better. Players can keep the ball at their feet a lot less reckless in this title. Defense, you're going to have to do a lot of manual tackling. And you have similar shooting mechanics to FIFA 14. You're going to have to get used to it. I definitely was playing around. The keepers were saving things that I'm not used to them getting to. And I think there's going to be some new places that you're going to try to use and abuse with. And then with timing, it's very important whether you're attacking or defending, and I like that because I think it increases the skill gap. If you mistime something, you're not going to score a goal. If you mistime something, you're going to miss the ball when you're going for that tackle, and that's really how FIFA should be. I think last year they made a lot of things very noob friendly, and I hope that they reduce a lot more of that. I don't want people to just be able to pick up the game and feel like they're a master of the new installment of FIFA. Still got some concerns, and I'm not going to say these are negatives, but I am a skeptic in terms of the random corner kicks. They did add a new attacking option where you had these custom set pieces. You could tell your players to run to the near post or the far post, but I was just scoring corners here and there. A great delivery didn't equal a goal. A horrible delivery might turn into something flying into the back of the net. So I'm hoping EA gets a little bit more consistent with corners. I don't want to reward people for bad set pieces. You don't want to do that. It's not good for the title. And then pressure defense, I don't think it's all the way gone. You can definitely pressure in your opponent's defensive half. So before they get over the halfway line, you can just run crazy at them, double teams, and there's not enough of a consequence, and that made for the YOLO pressure of FIFA 14, where a lot of people complained about never being able to pass the ball, not having any time. So we're going to see how that kind of translates into this installment, but it's not gone. I can promise you that. And the new mentalities, a couple of them, I think is bad for a video game title. I know that Chelsea sometimes parks the bus and they put all their players back and they just play defense. However, that's not what I want to do in FIFA, especially when I know opponents abuse mentalities and custom tactics, and it's just not something that's going to be enjoyable in my opinion. Also, the all-out attack option, if the game is laggy or it has delay, you're not going to be able to move. Every player is pushed forward, and it's harder to get the ball deep with some of the chip through balls. They're not going to have that huge deep option. You're just going to have to clear it out of there and restart. And the goalkeepers, they're not very reliable. And I'm hoping they have some updates to make this a little bit easier as a player to figure out, hey, this is what works or this is what's not going to fly, because they were making outstanding saves on some of the power shots, and then they would let finesse shots that weren't even in the corner fly into the back of the net, and they just didn't read situations all that well. Some of the positioning was not ideal. to be kind. But we're going to see what happens with the goalkeepers. I've never been a believer in all this feel the game and goalkeepers allowing nutmeg goals. I don't want that. That is not good. And I felt like the most dangerous place to score goals was right beside the goalkeepers in the demo, and that's not what I'm looking for. But if you guys enjoyed the video, drop a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and follow me on Twitter and Facebook at DirtyMikeUSA, and I'll have a lot more content come for you ASAP.